If you went to a doctor and you asked the doctor, tell me about my health, and the doctor put a thermometer in your mouth, told you you had 98.6 and therefore were healthy, you'd know you need another doctor. Why? Because using one measure of your health is ridiculous. The good doctor will give you a blood tests to see that you don't have all the various illnesses that might be revealed through a blood test, perhaps give you an x-ray, perhaps if more is involved, an MRI, and so on. There are many tests that have been developed by the medical profession to answer the question, am I okay? Is my health good? And exactly the same applies to an economy. You can't look at any one statistic as a substitute for doing your job. So let's look at the American economy. Yes, unemployment is low, but the quality of the jobs, which is what matters for most people, has been deteriorating for years. What do I mean? They pay lower wages, these jobs that we now have, than they used to. They have fewer benefits with them than they used to. They are less secure than they used to be. They are more part-time and temp jobs relative to secure, long-term, full-time jobs. Now we even have a measure of that, which the president carefully avoids ever mentioning. It's been a measure developed at Cornell University, one of the leading higher institutions of learning in this country. It's called the Job Quality Index, JQI, and it looks at jobs to get a sense of their quality. And if I had a graph behind me, I'd show you a line that goes straight down, indicating that the quality of jobs in the United States has been going down for the mass, the millions of people that depend on those jobs for their livelihood. If quality of job is as important a measure as unemployment, then the American economy is nowhere near great and should not be dealt with as if it were. Jobs with lower wages, jobs with fewer benefits, jobs with less security put enormous burdens, not just on the worker, but on his or her spouse, on his or her children, on his or her household. Let me give you a very immediate example. The November 2019 jobs report was glowingly received on the grounds that it showed an increase in the number of jobs, but it showed no increase in the level of wages, which is very unusual because when you have low unemployment, when most people are working, employers, if they want to find someone, can't go to a ready pool of unemployed people and hire someone because there aren't very many of them around. So in order to get a worker, normally they have to bid. They have to induce a worker to leave the job he or she already has and come over to the one who needs workers. And the way you do that is offer higher wages, so wages go up. In the November report, even though the jobs went up, the wages went nowhere. And the reason is that we are replacing the good jobs that we used to have with the lousy ones that we have now.